make this video today because I kind of just want to make a video because I haven't in a while. And you know, it's fun to do. But anyway, the objective of this video is for me to catch a fish, and I only have like 30-45 minutes of daylight. I'm going fishing. I'm gonna head down to the French Broad River and see what we can catch. I'm hoping to catch like some smallies and maybe a catfish, but since I'm gonna be using like soft plastics and stuff, I'm gonna use a Senko, probably like the Gary Yamamoto Senko. Actually, no, forget that. I'm not gonna use that. I'm gonna use like a soft plastic worm. I think I have like Berkeley, like Yums or whatever. I'm gonna use that because it's got the tail that trebles in the back, and the river might be a little bit muddy today because it's kind of been raining like really lightly, and I'm gonna need something visible because otherwise fish aren't gonna really see much of an attention grabber if I use a Senko without anything curly behind. So we're gonna give that a shot. It's the first time I've gone fishing this year. I'm pretty stoked. I want to start doing some more fly fishing this year. I think that would be kind of fun. But right now I just have my bait caster. We're gonna go see what we can find in the fishing hole. Back when I was a kid, we used to listen to this song called The Fishing Blues. And it's like, it goes like, bet you going fishing all the time, the mama going fishing too. Bet you life, your sweet wife, she gonna catch more fish than you. So she did. Oh, fish bites if you gone. Good day, here's a little tip I would like to relate. When I was my pole baby in my life, I'm going fishing, you're going fishing, and the baby going fishing too. That's kind of how the song goes. It talks about like a whole family going fishing. When I was growing up and with my dad, I would be like, yo, take me fishing, and he'd be home from work, so he'd be really exhausted. He would say like, oh man, I wish I can, but I can't. Every time he said that, I came up with that song, and I was persistent. After that, he was like, alright, let's go fishing, just because I sang that song. So it's a magical song. It's kind of my fishing song. I might link it down below in my bio, or the bio. But yeah, Fishing Blues, Taj Mahal, great blues album, man. Just, you gotta check it out. So the river's gonna be rushing pretty hard. It's kind of gonna look like a River Monster situation. I don't know if you've seen that show, River Monsters. You know, it comes on Animal Planet. And this guy, he like goes try and catch this big fish, and then he over dramatizes it like he's gonna die from the fish because it's gonna like eat his face off. He's like, oh, I'm out here in the Amazon jungle, and this fish here is going to kill me if I don't be careful because, oh no, it bit me! So you pretty much get the story of River Monsters. At least that's the way I view that show, and I find it extremely, extremely Hollywoodized. But hey, I mean, it's a production, and that's just what needs to be done for the channel of Animal Planet in order to get their views up and stay in business. So go watch River Monsters. Alright, so I'm out here, and as you can see, the river is super muddy, and what I'm running right now is this like really light, like flashy worm. I don't know if you can see it right here, but it's kind of flashy. It's like it's got the bottom side of it. It's like got that natural worm flash, but this trails pretty well. I think I'm about to switch over to something a little heavier that I can get a little more deeper into the river. This is kind of getting the top of everything and kind of skimming a lot of it. So, but for now, like, this has been good. And I might try to switch it onto a spinner, something a little more effective that's kind of more potent through the water. But yeah, this is pretty much it. By the way, I don't really know what I'm talking about, but yeah, let's go. And so what I'm basically kind of trying to do here is I'll cast it out about to the middle, let it sink in a little bit, and once it hits about there, kind of just let it troll down. And since it's really brushy, or really like the river's really rushing right now, this is probably not the most effective method. But yeah, once I about like hit kind of towards the bank, it starts to get a little more cover. So since it's like really rushy, kind of the pools near all this, there's covers and like there's a couple of like trees and limbs there. That kind of slows the water down and makes it a little easier for the fish to be at. So yeah, it's kind of starting to rain right now, and I don't know how much longer I'm going to be. Because kind of once the rain comes, the fish don't really seem to be as active due to the barometric pressure of the water. So, but yeah, I'm going to try a little bit down here and switch up my bait and see what we can get. So, I've been here for probably about 10-15 minutes so far.